Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Northeastern Conference Soccer. Lynn English, Coach Kerry King has got his kids playing really well. They're unbeaten. They're 3-0-1. The tie coming in the City Series, City Tournament. That was the first game. They've won 3 in a row. They're looking for 4 wins in a row. They had a big win over arch rival Lynn Classical their last game. And Salem was in here for the second time. They're looking to go 1-1 here at Manning Field. They lost to Classical here last week. Jack Mancanello, mother is vice principal at Lynn English, does a tremendous job for the kids at Lynn English. He's in net for the Bulldogs. Andreas Kapoglis in net for Salem. Steve Harris, the head coach for Salem. English in their typical maroon. Salem in the all-white. They knock it clear across field. It's going to go out off English. Busy day here at Manning Field. We have Lynn Tech coming in next, the boys, and then St. Mary's. A very unusual season for the St. Mary's boys. They're 0-3, giving up a lot of goals. They haven't won a game yet. Usually they win the city tournament, and they're undefeated at this point. English got kind of clogged up, lost it. Salem gets it back with a rush. Nice little shift. They drop it off. They take the shot from long range. And here's Mancanello. Jack Mancanello making the save. He doesn't want to kick it. He throws it as far as he would kick it. He had about 40 yards. Chris Carroll might want to have him as a quarterback. Down the near side, they're going to get there? Yes, they do. Nice save by Corbeillon. And then it gets knocked out by Salem. First corner kick coming up very early from the near side. Corbeillon will take it. Kicks a little ground ball. They tip it to the net. They got a foot on it, and they knocked it over. Chris Lazo got a foot on it out in front and couldn't get it on net, got it over the net. And Kapoglis will kick it away. English picks off the kick. They tip it out in front. Ooh, bouncing ball. Bruno Cabral couldn't get all of it and got a foot on it and tipped it wide left. So English putting some pressure on early as Kapoglis kicks it away. English knocks it back. Looking to control it. Banging going on. Salem knocks it deep. Boswar is back there. Tipped it ahead, stolen away by Salem. And then English takes it back and kicks it upfield. Corleone kicks it to the middle. Heading it toward the net. And they called English offside. Corleone headed it. Cabral went to go get it. Cabral was behind everybody offside. Clausen kicks it away. Salem kicks it high and wide to the far side and out of play. English will get the throw in. English tie was actually a loss in the Lynn City tournament opening up the season. It was a shootout against Lynn Tech. It went into overtime, and the overtime is not recognized by the MIAA during the regular season. The reason for the overtime is somebody has to advance in the tournament. So even though English lost in the shootout to Tech, it was in the books as a tie for both teams. And they won the consolation of the city tournament, and then they won two. They beat Saugus, and then they won the big game over Glasgow in the battle of the unbeatens, and the game that means more to anybody than anything on the schedule for English and Glasgow. They get around, they knock it ahead. They call them offside. Lima made a great pass across field. Corleone was all by himself, and they called him offside, much to the chagrin of the Bulldog. Clausen will kick it away. Headed back by English. Off Salem, it's going to go out of play. Salem thought they were going to get it. English is playing their case to the official, and they won it. Corleone couldn't get a lot of it. He tipped it. Lazo picks off the pass, knocks it deep to the far side. English is there. Shot got blocked by Clausen. Out of play. English will get another corner kick. This one will come from the far side. Again, they had an opportunity. They had people out in front, putting pressure on Salem again. Everybody picking a partner out in front. Headed in the net. Perfect corner kick. Perfect corner kick. They went up and got a head on it and knocked it in. And that was Corleone. He was to the near side. Kick coming from the far side. It went beyond the net, and there was Corleone right there, went up and just easily banged it in. Kapoglis had no chance to get even a piece of it. And the Bulldogs finally, with all that pressure they put on, it paid off as they get on the board. English keeps it alive. They're right back at it. From a tough angle, they knocked it. Luckily, the Salem defense got a piece of it. Kapoglis was out of the net, wide open net. The defense knocked it away. And now Kapoglis feels that little ground ball to the net. English almost got two. Defender, I think it was Clausen, just came over. And now English tips it by, and they head it in. Bruno Cabral got there before Kapoglis. He tipped it by him, and they went and got it, and made sure he got his head on it, and banged it in again. It was going in anyway, but he gave it a little extra help, and very quickly, within a minute or two or less, English has put two on the board. And they put Salem in a very big hole. Cabral did a great job beating Kapoglis to the ball, tipped it by him, and then went around him and made sure that it was going in anyway because he got a head on it. Off English's head, Salem will get the throw in. The only thing in Salem's favor is it's very early in the game, and they got a lot of time left. But they've got to get something going. Shot goes off the side of the net. Question is, did Mancanello get a piece of it? I think the official is saying yes. I think Salem's going to get a corner kick. Shot was not going to make it to the net. But Mancanello wanted to make sure he just got a finger on it. And that creates the corner kick for Salem from the far side. Right in the middle, it got tipped. Mancanello was able to pick up the loose ball and throw it away. English coming back the other way. Trying to get around the defense. Lazo shut off. They tip it in the middle. There's the shot. It got blocked. Nice defense by Ferrara. Blocked the shot. And now it'll be English with another corner kick. Again, coming from the far side, they just scored on the corner kick from here. Left-footed from the far side. Out in front. Right by everybody. Skid right by the net. From one side to the other, out of play. And Salem will kick it away. English picked off the kick. Tip it. Salem can't knock it away. English got a piece of it. Lazo trying to keep it alive. They knock it ahead. Corleone trying to get it in front. Clausen kicked it out. Another corner kick for the Bulldogs. This one coming from the near side. English is keeping Salem back on their heels, putting a lot of pressure on. They've already got two. They're looking for more. That one's going to go off the side of the net, out of play, never got out in front. Kopaglis will kick it away. And before he does, we're going to get a timeout. So very quickly, English with Coriolan and Cabral getting nice goals. And with the timeout down on the field, English has a 2-0 lead over Salem. Out of the timeout, Coach Harris talking to the troops for Salem, trying to get them up and going. They haven't come close yet to Mancanello. English has already put 2 on the board, and they've, territorial-wise, they've had the ball in the Salem end most of this first half. We mentioned they're looking for 4 wins in a row and looking to stay undefeated. Lazo gets the pass ahead, broken up. English still controlling. They knock it deep down the far side, looking for Lima. Knocked it out off Salem. And English is going to get another corner kick. Coming from the far side. Out in front, they got a head on, they got another head on, they knocked it in. Lazo with the second header. Juarez got the first one headed toward the net, went a little bit wide, and there was Lazo right there to get a head on it and knock it in. Second time they scored from that corner kick from the far side, and they've jumped out on top 3-0. All that pressure really paying off. One of the few times Salem has had the ball on the English end. English breaks it up. Salem keeps it in. English tips it ahead. Nice little slide pick. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Out in front. They knock it up in the air. It went over the net. Good bid by Coriolan, looking for his second goal. Great lead pass by Lazo. Kapaglis was coming out, charging almost to the 20-yard line, at least the 15. Looking to get there first, and I guess they called him offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But what a great play. Long lead pass. Corleone just tipped it high in the air, just missed putting it in the back of the net. He's probably glad now it didn't go in because it wouldn't have counted. Clausen boots it away. English collects, knocks it back the other way. English takes it away. And it goes out off Salem. Out off Rowley. Clausen had it, broken up. Lazo, broken up, gets it back. They knock it deep, a foot raise. Kapaglis gets there first. He bobbled it, dropped it, and English knocks it home. He beat everybody to the ball, and then he bobbled it just enough. Might have been Lima. Okay, that's what I thought it was. That's a really tough goal to give up. They made the shot, the long pass. It was a foot race. Kapaglis came out of the net, got there first, and as Lima approached him, he bobbled it, and Lima becomes the fourth different goal scorer for English as they lead it 4-0. And they're right back putting the pressure on. They throw it deep. Defense just broke it up, or that would have been going in alone. Lazo the ball bounced up. I got Lazo on the hand, so that'll give Salem the free kick from the 30-yard line. So English has come out on fire, and they've shocked Salem, getting 4. And Salem hasn't come close. They've just been back on their heels trying to play defense through this whole game. We haven't gone halfway through this half. And it's 4-0 with 4 different goal scorers. Gary King has to have a smile 8 miles wide on the English bench. Salem passing the ball well, but they can't get inside and get a shot off. From long range, it just rolls in. Mancanello went right through the wickets. It went right through the wickets. And luckily for him, it rolled wide and went out of play. That was like a ground ball to the shortstop that went right between the legs. Salem's going to get a corner kick. It could have been worse. Easy play, had an easy save. Just rolled in. He's made some huge saves in the previous 4 games. And that one would have been a little bit embarrassing. He's very happy that that went wide and out of play. He's been a big plus for the Bulldogs. He's only a freshman. English takes it away. And it knocked out by Luke Mock. English will make massive changes. Usually see 1 or 2. They're changing 4 players. Juarez with the throw-in. And they say he violated the throw-in. So Salem will get it. Cameron taking the throw-in and get knocked out by Mock. English will take the throw-in. English triple teams, takes it away. Now they knock it deep. English walking in. Kapaglis made a big time save. That's Lieber again. Shot goes wide right as the Salem player hits the turf. English is using their speed. They're very, very quick. They knock it deep, track it down. They've been getting some shots. They've scored on those. They almost scored on that one. Kapaglis made a very nice save. Now Kapaglis will kick it away. English broke it up. Salem takes it back. Too many maroon shirts. They take it away. They knock it deep, but they knock it out of play. Salem will put it in play right in front of the Salem bench after they have a couple of substitutions. Broken up by Salem. And tipped up field. English breaks it up. English breaks it up again. Salem takes it away. English lost it out right at the English bench. I think it's been a while since English has made the state tournament. I know if they play 18 games, they would be halfway there if they win this one. If they play 20, they'd be 1 point shy of halfway there. And that's through 5 games. That's pretty good. English tips it loose. Salem looking for it. It hit one of the English kids, the hand or the arm. Salem got a free kick. English back checking takes it away. Almost every loose ball English is coming away with. They knock it deep down the near side. Foot race. English saved it. Good hustle by Impudia. But they blew the whistle. I don't know if it went out. They called it out, I guess. Kapaglis will kick it away. That was very good hustle by Impudia. And it was Afosa, actually. Mavolis Afosa going after that ball. It was 9, not 8. They kicked it, but they were still making a substitution, so they'll redo it. We're past the halfway mark of this first half. A huge first half for the Bulldogs. Tipped away, taken away. Trying to knock it deep. Blocked away by the defense. They had a man breaking. They couldn't get the pass to him. Blocked by English. Loose. Tipped. Trying to line up a shot. English wouldn't let him take it. Now they take the shot. Couldn't get a lot on it. Mark just kind of rolled it in. Mancanello made the save and boots it away. Trying to knock it deep. Salem picks it off. English takes it away again. I think that when it was tipped, it went up and rolled off an arm or a hand of Salem. So English is going to get a free kick. Bouncing loose, kicked away by the defense of Salem. Another loose ball taken away by English. Trying to knock it deep, blocked by Salem, coming back the other way. Back checking, knocks it away. Down the near side. Cameron with it, has it taken away. Cameron gets it back. One's up with Clausen. His pass is going to go out of bounds. Trying to lead a pass to Cameron. They tried to knock it deep. It got broken up. Deep again. Salem will get there first and knock it out of play. English will get the throw in down deep. Knocked away by Salem deep. Hustling back is Zolo. He keeps it in play and gets it in the middle. English coming back. Clausen, nice play, broke it up. Flores, yeah, we got a takedown. Reached in, tried to get the ball, and wound up tripping and taking Flores down. He's up, thank goodness. Juarez was reaching for the ball and got the ankle or the foot of Flores and took him down. They missed the header out in front, and then English defense out in front. It would have bounced right in Mancanelo's lap, but they kicked it away and knocked it out. Salem will get a corner kick. Salem's kick will come from the near side after English makes a couple of substitutions. Now Salem changes kickers. They never got the shot off. English blocked it. Banged off an English head. Everybody doubling up. They squeeze Mark and take it away. Can't get the shot off. English breaks it up and knocks it away. Knocked back in the Salem end. Headed by English. Paddling. Clausen finally takes it away. Picked off. Hernandez got the kick, but kicked it high and wide off to the right side, not a play. English leading it 4-0. 4 different scorers for the Bulldogs here in the first half. Whistle downfield. Salem will get a free kick. Clausen will kick it away. Off an English head. Out of bounds. English will get the throw in. Salem will get the throw in. English knocks it out. Salem will get the throw in a lot closer. All the way back to Clausen. Back in the Salem end. They almost gave that one away. Goes deeper in the Salem end. And they're going to get Cockpour for banging in. He banged in the camera, trying to go up and get it. He missed the header, came down and banged in the camera. Mark took the kick. Now Mark pops it up toward the net. Off ahead, that's Baswa. English clears it away. English collects. They knock it deep down the far side. English hurrying to get there first. Salem does a nice job of blocking it and clearing it away. Well, behind the back pass went too far. English lost it into the English bench area. Salem with the quick throw in. Off English again. English takes it away. Salem takes it back. Down the far side. Can't get around the defense. Good hustle by English. Took it away, kept it in. English winds up with it. And they come back the other way. Little bang from behind. Mark knocked the player down. From behind, he went down. No call. They let the play go on. He got away with that one. Clausen trying to walk in. Broken up. English knocks it deep. Taking it away. Afaso. Afoso, I should say. It rolled in just before English could get there. Kapoglis took it away. Bounces over everybody, still over everybody. English finally got a foot on it, deflects it back to the Salem end. Clausen winds up with it. Way up in the air, everybody looking to get a head on it. And they're going to call Salem for climbing the back, trying to get a head on it. English will get a free kick just outside the 40-yard line. They get it to the net. Kapoglis makes the basket catch, and he'll kick it back the other way. They knock it deep. English trying to walk in. And they knock it home. They pushed it ahead. Great hustle. They walked in, got it. Kapoglis tried to come out and cut down the angle, but couldn't get it done. And they knock it home. Kelly or Chukwu becomes the fifth different score for English here in the first half. English has got as many goals in the first half, almost what they got in the first 4 games. English just took it away. Salem went very deep. Flores went very deep along the back line, and English didn't block it. They just took it away. Now Salem knocks it out. One of the bigger halves we've ever seen English have. And it's not one player. 5 different scorers. The only thing Salem can do is long range. And Mancanello has been able to play those easily. He's only had a couple, but they're from long range, a couple of bounces. The closest they came was the one that went right through the wickets, but rolled wide out and didn't go in the net. Now Salem with the free kick from outside the 20. They drill it high, wide, out of play to the right side. Good solid shot, but they didn't get it on net. Mancanello boots it away. English breaks it up, takes it away. Clausen knocks it ahead. Go your line, got it, and it got knocked out by Mark. We're going to get English, I think, leaning on Flores. Salem will get the free kick. Clausen will take it. Clausen tracks it down, bangs it off a teammate, headed by English, popped up. Lazo winds up on the turf. They knock it deep, looking for Flores. English gets there first. Flores took it away. He gets broken up, gets it back, tries to center it. Headed away and kicked away. Lazo knocks it deep. And we got English offside. Clausen will take the free kick. Off an English head. They knock it deep, looking for Lazo against Clausen. Takes the shot, went over Poglis's head, and he breathed a sigh of relief after went over the net. Perfect shot. Lazo lobbed it high. It looked like it might go under the crossbar. Instead, it went over the crossbar and out of play as we reached the end of the first half. A huge first half for the Bulldogs. They scored early. They put a lot of pressure on Salem through the whole half. Salem they got a couple from long range that Mancanello handled easily, but English winds up with 5 goals from 5 different players. And at halftime, it's English 5, Salem nothing. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. And what can English do to improve on the first half? 5 goals by 5 different players. If you're Salem, the only thing that Steve Harris could say was, let's go out and try to win the second half. They're not going to win the game. English, more than likely, is going to make it 4 wins in a row and stay perfect. But let's go out and play better in the second half. And let's work a little bit harder. Maybe give ourselves a couple of opportunities. And just worry about winning the second half and not worry about winning the game. Because the game has been decided in the first half with 5 different goal scorers for English. we mentioned English is trying to make it 4 wins in a row. They lost a shootout in the opening of the city tournament and then proceeded to win 3 in a row. They beat St. Mary's in the consolation round of the tournament. Then they beat Saugus here at Manning Field. And then they came back and defeated a big one for them. Both teams were undefeated. Classical was 3-0. English 2-0-1. And they got a big win against Classical. They knock it all the way back. Mancanello, he kicks it up. Salem picks it off. Shot, Mancanello makes the save. And he gets it upfield with a throw to Lima. Tip, broken up. Clausen knocks it deep. Boswell lets it go to Mancanello. Try and knock it deep. It got blocked. They knock it deep. I think they called him offside anyway. He kicked it high over the net and out of play. So he did call it offside. He's going to kick it from the end zone. Now they did call him offside because the kick is coming from out around the 20-yard line. Clausen will kick it away. Carry it down the near side. Espinosa. Blocked. Headed away by English. Kept in by Espinosa. Salem knocks it away. And Salem takes it away. Solo gets it ahead. Lazo got broken up. They knock it deep. Kapaglis will come out and play it. Behind the back pass. Clausen knocks it into the English bench area. Salem picked off the pass. Trying to knock it deep. Boswell was there to knock it away. Keeps it in play. Knocks it upfield. Salem knocks it into the Salem bench area. Knocked off Salem. He hit the lemur on the near side. Trying to knock it deep, headed away. Lima picked it off. Knocked out off English. Lima just picked the pocket. Of Kwajazi. And Salem knocks it out. Almost looked like English is going into a shell. They're not playing the same up-tempo game they played in the first half. They concentrate more on passing the ball and not those long passes, sending people in. English is offside. Popped up off an English head. All the way back to Boswa. He knocks it deep. Off an English head. Clausen is there to pick it off. And it's going to go out off Clausen. English will get the throw in. Knock deep. English will knock it out of play. Solo doing the honors. So now it's almost like English. We have enough goals. We're just going to try to keep Salem off the board. Because they haven't had that aggressive fast break offense like they did in the first half. Almost like they're trying to run the clock down. English gets a piece of the kick. Out off Salem. Mancanello will get to kick it away. Espinoza with it. Ahead to Lima. Boswa. Lima gets the touch pass back. And gives it right back. Boswa down the near side. Hit in front. They take the shot. Knocked it wide. English collects. Shot. They bang it off. Salem out. English will get a corner kick. Drilled out in front. Lawson got a foot on it, knocked it away. They call English offside. They were staying on the far side behind the defense. Lawson will kick it away. Espinosa knocked it down. Zolo knocked it away. Popped up. Tipped up. Tipped ahead. Lima tracks it down the near side. Lead pass. Too far ahead, but Salem got there first, but they kicked it out. And English will get a corner kick from the near side as English makes mass substitution. Virtually the entire team. Everybody was on the bench, 7 or 8 players, new players coming in the game for the Bulldogs.
And then he just looks and he's like, where is she? This is a men's soccer game. And I'd be, hey, Dad. That was so cool.
So everybody getting their feet wet in this one. By everybody, English couldn't keep it in, but they didn't have to. Before they got to it, it was out. And it went out off English. It went just right by the net, by everybody. And they couldn't keep it in. Couldn't get a shot on net. Kapaglis will kick it away. Tipped ahead, picked off. And English getting it back. All the way back to Boswa. Lost it, got it back. And they give it away. Salem gives it back. Tipped ahead. English winds up with it. Blocked by Clausen. Salem coming down the near side. Boswell with a nice defensive play. Use that, got to be over 6 foot. Use that big frame to just reach around and take it away, and then it got knocked away by Salem. Popped up. English pass picked off by Mark. English takes it away. And they knock it too far upfield and out of play.
Yeah, I had to like go because the 429 bus, it doesn't care. The drivers, every single time you have a driver, they like run. Once it hits 250, they just leave.
Broken up by Salem. English gets it back. Kerry King getting a lot of players playing time here in this game. As a Salem player goes down, they're letting him play a little bit. No call. English breaks it up again. They knock it deep. Coming out of the net. Mancanello all the way out to the far side of the field. He boots it high and deep past midfield.
were like actually fighting.
Broken up by Zolo.
It was hilarious actually. The opening was
As I mentioned, Kerry King get a lot of players some playing time. This one with English getting 5 goals by 5 different players in the first half. I'm sure happy about the 5 goals, but even more happy there was 5 different players. As we got another Salem player going down hard. Slow getting up, but he gets up. There's been a few players on both sides hit the turf and there's another one. English took it away. Boy, the officials are really letting them play. They're not calling anything.
I usually forget teachers' names unless they had that big of an impact on me.
And now they finally call one.
I forgot.
Do you know where Richdale is on Walnut Street?
Regalato trying to squeeze through a couple of defenders. He got knocked down.
Walnut Street?
Yeah.
I think there's another coffee shop
Oh yeah.
across from it. That street right there. I grew up on that street.
Boswell will take the kick from the 35.
Born and raised in Lynn.
I was
I went to
born.
Salem, and then went to Green, and then I went to Tech.
Oh,
I'm a woman.
yeah. I think
Kicked it way
I was born in
wide
and I
left.
lived like when I was little, when I was like a toddler, I lived LEHS Street, I think that's called. Like you're going to Softcat.
They bang it off Salem.
Yeah. I lived on that apartment complex. And then I went even further down near Swansford. I lived in Alice Avenue. And then we moved all the way over here. So and then
And they violated the throw-in.
because my dad lived here too. He lived near English
Okay.
at one point. Then he went to. He moved to New Hampshire.
English knocks it up.
You know where Nashville is?
Trying to collect again. Salem knocks it away.
Came back into Massachusetts and lived in Danvers.
So even with most of the subs from English on the bench, Salem just can't get going.
My dad came here on a train. My mom came here legally.
They've got a couple of shots on net, but the ones they have are from long range, and Mancanello had easy time saving them. With the only exception was that ball that was thrown in. It rolled through the wickets, right through his legs, but it never got to the net. It rolled wider than that. That's the closest that Salem has got to beating Mancanello. Everything else has been long range that he's had an easy time making easy saves. Not so for Kapogalis. It's 5-0.
I have like
English could have a couple more.
4 siblings.
Are you the oldest one or the middle?
On my mom's side, I'm the middle one. I'm the second one. My dad, I'm the oldest, but I'm his first child. I'm his first. My youngest is my little.
They knock it deep
Like 3
down the near side.
because he's like up to here.
Out in front trying to tee it up. Couldn't get the shot off.
My God, like if he sees this entire.
Nawakcho. Woo.
You see him right here, right? And then you check if he was there. He's all the way over here. He's an absolute monster.
I have two brothers. One just passed.
Salem knocks it out. English is going to get a corner kick coming from the far side.
57. I'm 53. And my other brother passed. He would have been 68.
Damn.
He drank himself to death. That's all. So I don't drink. He got that liver.
The liberator disease? Yeah.
Off Salem. English trying to get a foot on it. Finally cleared away.
I tried to save him.
Bodies go down. Again, no call.
They always hate the person that tries to help them.
Salem player again, slow getting up.
I remember,
That's the second time he's going down in the last couple of minutes.
she used to drink and then she stopped all of a sudden at one point and we didn't know why.
English tipped it. Clausen got a head on it.
And it's gonna sound bad, but I like the alcoholic in her more.
English gets it back.
You know, like this.
Deep to the far side.
Time she's
Salem knocks it out.
woman, what happened to you? Yeah, and it's yeah.
How much time
halfway through the second half. They kick it back to Kapoglis to kick away.
The other team should be showing up. Grade 11, is that what you said?
I was gonna get some snacks in the vending machine, but then I realized
Solo took it away.
that's what it was. Some big man.
Down the far side to Gomez, keeping it in. Salem kicks it up.
Any questions about what you're doing?
No.
I'm gonna take off.
English tips it.
What about you?
English knocked it out of play.
Okay, so good, everything's set, we checked it. Okay. He gives you the card or whatever, just leave it in the bag. Does he take the cards at the end? Okay, just leave the card that, this one in the bag, and then the next person, when they come up,
Wait, so like,
take the card out when it's over, shut the camera off, take the card out,
what
put it
is it?
in the card holder that you marked up,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the bag.
Trying to walk in, can't get the shot off. Salem breaks it up.
Yeah.
Shoot me an email like it's text.
Alright.
So if you have any questions, let me know.
Broke it up by English. Salem still can't get the ball out of their end.
Know them by now.
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll be doing the next game.
English hasn't got any real good shots on net, but they've kept it
See me now?
entirely in the Salem end. Nice stop there. And Kapoglis just got out in front. That was a very nice job by Mavelis Afosa. Kept the ball in when it looked like it was going out. Threw a great pass across. And before, they had a wide open player out in front. But Kapoglis stepped between the player and the pass and knocked it away. Good job by the goaltender. Or English would have been point blank in front of the net. And Salem kicks it into the Salem bench area.
See you, Husky.
Keep this tonight. See you later.
All the way back to Boswell. He lets it go all the way back. Mancanello. Upfield. Just kept in nicely by Joseph. And then it goes out. Off Joseph. Salem has just been stuck all day. They just haven't been able to get anything going. Tipped ahead. Corkport tried to tip it to himself. They got blocked by the defense, and Kapoglis will kick it away. It's been in the English has had it in the Salem end now almost since this entire second half. Salem hasn't even been close. I don't know how many times they've crossed midfield, if any. And that's with most of the subs from English on the bench on the game. Tip, knocked loose. Tipped up. Solo knocks it to the far side. Knocks it ahead. English down the far side. Trying to get around, trying to center it. Salem actually wound up sitting on it, I think. He finally knocked it out. We'll do the throw over. Again, there was a sub coming in the game. Salem takes it away. English takes it back. Nice pick. Flores just picked that away. English sends it right back in the Salem end. They knock it out off Fosa. Salem with the throw-in. Flores knocks it back the other way. Clausen heads it away. Shot from long range goes wide left. English is going to make it 4 wins in a row. Stay undefeated at 4-0-1 as we get subs for Salem. Capagos kicks it away. And it winds up in the English bench area. And for the first time, Saugus, this is as deep as they've been in the second half. All the way down deep. Salem winds up going down. Still no call. A lot of bodies. They really have let them play. Considering what I've seen early on in the early season, they've let them play. Now the collision, Canelo got knocked down. They really are letting them play. English knocks it back upfield. They use that speed to get there first. Getting around the defense, trying to walk in. Out in front. Couldn't get the shot off. It got blocked by the defense. Nice rush, nice play, but the defense for Salem played well. Broke up the play. Now English returns the favor. Takes it away nicely with a high step. Trying to walk in, tipped away. English is going to knock it out of play. They gave a yellow card to Flores. I'm not sure what that was for. After all the banging and whacking they've been letting go on. I don't know what he did to create that problem. They've got to wait till they replace him. He's going to the sideline. Tipped, headed away by Zolo. Broken up. English knocks it deep, knocks it out. Salem still hasn't come anywhere near making out with a good scoring opportunity. That goes off. Afosa. Down deep. They throw it across. Mancanello, that was going to go wide off, way beyond the net. Mancanello picked it off. And English right back in the Salem end. They knock it loose. Looking for a break. They tip it ahead, but it winds up going to Kapoglis rather than an English player. Knocking it loose. Can't get around the defense. They have to hustle back and get it. Salem broke it up, but they did it by getting a hand on it. So English is going to get a free kick. Bouncing around, Kapoglis will get it. Headed away nicely by Joseph. Folsom just kept it in. And now it goes out. And it went out off Joseph. We'll have a substitution as we're winding this one down. English with that huge first half. And the defense for English has been immense. Salem just can't get going. They spent virtually this entire second half in their own end. And now, again, bodies go down, no call. They tip it ahead. Broken up. Still broken up. English winds up with it. Deflected, headed away. English down the far side. Trying to get to the middle, take a shot. Just a little roll ground ball. Kapoglis will field it. Kick it away. And again, English keeping it in the end, but they were Florida was leaning all over Afolsa. English got the free kick. Clausen booted it away. English took it away. Tip it. Shot. Big time save. Big time save by Kapoglis. That was Coriolan. He got English started with the first goal. He was looking for another one. He ripped that. That was going under the top crossbar. Kapoglis went as high as he could and got a piece of it and knocked it out. Big time save by Kapoglis. Now Salem knocks it out again. It'll be another corner kick. Early on, got it to the middle of the net. Kapoglis reached up, grabbed it, and he throws it away. English took it away. Salem gets it back. English picks off the pass. Back in the Salem end, horse has been 99% of the time, especially here in the second half. Knocked out by Salem. And that hit somebody in the hand. Substitution for Salem. English again knocks it deep. It's going to go out of play. That must sound like a broken record. It's back in the Salem end. Salem with a rush. Again, body's going down. Again, no call. Mancanella will kick it away. Now he just throws it upfield. English back at it. They knock it deep. Nice poke check. Salem took it away. Boswell looking to track it down. He just gives a little bump to the Salem player who goes down, so that he held him away from the ball so Mancanella can knock it past midfield. And English tips it back. Story of this one is English offense in the first half put so much pressure on Salem, and in the second half, or the entire game, they just never let Salem get going at all. They got no, what you'd call, quality shots on net. They got a couple that Mancanella was able to pick off on a roll or a couple of bounces, but nothing meaningful. English got the first one on a corner kick from the far side. Corleone in a perfect spot, headed it in. Bruno Cabral tipped it by the goaltender and then got a head on it to make sure it went in, knocked it in the net to make it 2-0. Chris Lazo beat Kapoglis. Lima got one. And the last one, Wachukwu. There was a long pass. Kapoglis came out of the net, had the ball, made the save, and then bobbled it with Wachukwu sitting right in his lap, and all he had to do was just tip it into the net, and that made it 5-0. English came out, looked like they were just going into a shell to try and play defense and keep Salem away from the ball, and they certainly did that. Then Kerry King emptied the bench, and Salem still couldn't do anything. So Coriolan, Cabral, Lazo, Lima, and Wachukwu getting the goals. It appears as though Mancanella was going to get another shutout. And English is going to make it 4 in a row. After tying, losing in a shootout, but tying the game goes in as a tie in the opening round of the city tournament. English wins 4 in a row. Not going to St. Mary's, Saugus. The big one, the arch rival, Classical. And now knocking off Salem. And Salem is going to lose for the second time here at Manning Field. So the big first half gets it done for the Bulldogs. 5 different scorers, 5-0 at halftime. Salem just couldn't get out of their own end, and English played outstanding defense along with the 5 goals, and that was enough to give English their 4th consecutive win, and they'll go to 4-0-1 on the early season. They're just about halfway to qualifying for the state tournament, and they've only played 5 games. So 5-0 English over Salem. Salem loses for the second time here at Manning Field. Again, the final score, English 5, Salem nothing, with 5 different goal scorers. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.